Jonathan Greenard joins me here after Texans training camp. We were just talking about before we started rolling.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to be back, huh?
Yeah, man, it's amazing. Glad to be back. Football's in kind of full swing now. Finally get a chance to stop doing all the workouts and get to put some pads on eventually, obviously just get back and swim with the boys, so it's fun.
You getting good at those workout videos in the off season?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it just so happens we were recording dang near every one, but it was good, man. It was good for the body, good for the mental, just good for the game of ball, honestly, just to get your body just never losing that pop, or the certain things you're doing in the movement, so feel good.
On the field, obviously last year's no secret was frustrating for 100%. You. You had high expectations for yourself that 100%. You set heading into the season, hurt, but now how do you feel physically? It seems you're moving around great. It seems like you're ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, I feel great. I mean, that's the main thing. Obviously we deal with a lot of adversities throughout the NFL and life period, but just had to overcome it, and I'm glad to just get my feet back with. Obviously having OTAs, having that on my belt as well, getting in a new field under D'Amico and Coach Burke's system. But everything is good, man. I just feel good. I'm just glad to finally get a better feel for the game. My body feels well, so it's one of the better times. I feel pretty good.
It's nice that you don't have to worry about that, right? Because there's so many things that you have to put 100%. Into learning a new system and all that, right?
100%. I mean, obviously it's football at the end of the day, but at the same time, technique and the expectations of what coach wants always changing and evolving and steadily progressing. Obviously, when we're in this defense where it's offensive defense first.
Let's talk about coach a little bit.
Yeah.
All the guys that I've talked to, even throughout the offseason, have said it's just a new vibe, it's a new feeling. Do you have that same feeling, I guess, for a lack of a better word, because what he's brought here?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I mean, it's no way you don't see it, obviously. It's D'Amico, obviously, his history, obviously, what he's done in the NFL as a player and then a coach. But it's great to just get the guys and understand, get an opportunity to redeem ourselves, obviously. It's never the expectation what we had in the years prior, but, with a new slate and everybody gets a clean slate, that's the most thing and the best thing you can look forward to.
As a player, when you get a new system, what do you look forward to? What do you analyze in a new system and how it could suit your skill set?
Yeah, I mean, really just all how it ties in with with the team. If it makes sense for the whole team, it's gonna make sense for you, vice versa. So I just feel at the same token when everyone does their job, honestly, that's what they're asking you to do. You do your job, the play's gonna come to you, and if you don't make it, somebody's gonna make it. So you don't have to worry about who's gonna do this. The guy's gonna be there, and the system is well thought out, well executed, and I think well coached as well. So I'm excited, man. The defense and the offense as well is gonna be a heck of a thing to see this year.
Where are you at personally right now heading into this? You're going to be your fourth year in the league.
Yeah, sir.
Leadership is something that your coaches have always talked about, and that's something that you've always focused on too, talking to you over the years.
Right, man. I love to just give notes and knowledge of the game and share my wisdom to the younger guys, obviously, and then even the older guys. They share stuff with me, and I share stuff with them that we all can use to help ourselves to better ourselves for the game. So anytime I'm able to just pass stuff down, never hold these things in and make the younger guy or the next guy better, I'm all for it, because obviously you're as strong as your weakest link. So there's no point in me holding anything in and not spilling the gems where we got guys that can go make some plays. So I look forward to that. That's what I pride myself in.
How have you grown as a person over the last couple of years? I know you've faced some adversity off the field. You lost your stepfather, and before that, your dad and your mom, and all the stuff that you guys have gone. How has that shaped you as a person and kind of developed you to the persona that you are right here on the field?
Yeah, man. You got to grow up quick. Obviously, like you said, losing people in my life. But thankfully, my mom has been my rock this whole time. My family. Obviously God as well. But just being this whole thing, just learning and growing, and obviously my fiance. Just all of those people in my support system has been great, and I think each year has been steadily growing and evolving. I just reevaluate those things. I understand what's near and dear to me and understand what my why is. So that just keeps me going. I mean, every year, everybody's facing adversity, and I understand that I'm not the first person nor the last person to go through all these things. I mean, the most things happen when you're in the league or, college, when you're away from your family. So you just grow up, and those things just build you into a better person, as a better human overall. So I'm just excited to see all these things come to fruition.
I read an interview that your mom did after you got drafted. She was all fired up. I mean, seeing her get so excited to watch you play, she's your rock. Man. So what are the emotions and kind of making her happy in this sense that she did so much for you guys, sacrificing, and now she gets to kind of see you excel? Yeah, man, it's great. I mean, to see the smile on the face where she don't have to worry about nothing, man, it's just a blessing, man, because, we're one of those 1%ers, and, it doesn't come so often. So at this point, I'm just glad and grateful any chance I get to go make plays or make her happy, make her smile. My entire family, when I wear this Greenard name on my back, it's not just me, it's my whole family, my reputation. So I'm just trying to build a household name, man, and make it, when people ask about me, they got nothing but good things to say. So that's all I strive to do, man, for sure. And finally, I got to ask you, because you were walking off the field yesterday with Will. And all the things, there you go, all the things about Will we've heard is that, man, he's NFL ready, leadership, both mindset, physically. What's that relationship that you're building with him like?
I love it because, I mean, he kind of understands what he has, but he truly doesn't understand the potential he has right now under his belt. I mean, being a guy that's so young like that and already learned so much knowledge and coming with a great infrastructure already, with a great foundation, he just understands and soaks the game up so well. And, you know, he's always wanted to learn, and that's the best part about it. You know, I can kind of see my younger self, him just hungry, you know, at the same time. You know, a lot of guys can come in his position with everything kind of figured out in their eyes, and then they don't know anything. But he understands and accepts that, you know, there's lots of stuff he has to learn and accept on the way. But, man, he's going to be something special, man. I'm excited to see what he does, obviously not just now, but years moving forward, because he's only going to get bigger, better, stronger, faster, and more knowledgeable about the game. So super excited about his future, man. I'm fired up for him this year.
In 4 years that you've been in Houston, what's been your favorite thing about this town that you've grown to appreciate?
I appreciate this heat, man, because...
No, stop it. No, you know what? You might be right about that. Yeah, yeah, because if you go somewhere else, you do really appreciate it.
No, man, but it's got to be the fans, honestly, because ultimately they still stick beside us through thick and thin. You know, they love so hard, and that's the thing about it. They have such high expectations for us. When you get the feedback they give us, obviously when it's not up to that expectation, it's given. You know what I'm saying? It's understandable. I mean, if it wasn't up to the standard, they wouldn't have anything to say. Probably would, but at the same token,
I think they probably would.
At the same token, I love it because they hold you to a higher standard. So I never shy away from that. You know, when we hear everything, we see everything, we hear everything, and I just love the motivation it gives, because why not strive to be greater? Why not strive to be that team to win a championship or do any things that we all strive to be? So I love the fans and obviously the food too. So I'm definitely can't leave the food out, but definitely the
favorite
fans,
food in town.
Oh man, barbecue. I like Triple J's right down the street. Triple J's, and then like what's it called? Bighorn. Yeah, Bighorn barbecue.
Okay.
I love their barbecue out here. It's pretty dang good.
And the heat. That's the first time I've ever heard anybody say
Hey, man, it makes you appreciate it, man. You better stay your butt in shape and stay hydrated, dog.
Thank you, Jonathan.
All
appreciate
good,
you, man.
I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.